Hello and welcome to 𝐃𝐨𝐰𝐧𝐥𝐨𝐚 Academy. My name is Rahul Tiwari. Today we are going to discuss one important topic in the economy, and this topic, though directly it is not in the news, but political parties in India, whenever they discuss on India's economic growth, they have questioned this thing. So what is this thing? Let's discuss. In today's newspaper, former chairman of Niti Aayog, Arvind Pangaria, he have made a statement and he said that if India want to become a Vikasit Bharat by 2047, if India is looking for to become a developed country by 2047, India must have $8,000 per capita income. Right? India must have per capita income of $8,000. Okay? And for your context, at present, India is lying between 2,500 US dollar per capita income. Okay? So he has given this statement: if India is looking for to become a developed country, India must have per capita income of $8,000. So in this context, what the concept we are going to discuss today is, that is middle income trap. Fine? Middle income trap. So a few months back, prominent Congress leader, and his name is Mr. Jairam Ramesh. His name is Mr. Jairam Ramesh, and he outrightly spoken on this matter, and he said that under this government, India is in now middle income trap. Fine. So what is middle income trap and how it is related to this statement and its significance? Let's discuss. Most of you, I hope all of you, in fact not most of you, all of you know that in 1991, India went for liberalization, privatization and globalization reforms, LPG reforms. Right? So India went for LPG reforms. So through this LPG reforms, we have increased our economic growth rate. Okay? And if you will go to that timeline of 1985 onwards, so it was not India only, but after the meltdown of USSR, many of the countries, especially in the ASEAN region, these countries have also opted LPG-like policies, and they have completely opened their economy for the purpose of what? Investments and all. And India also did that reforms in the same time, that is somewhere around 1991, and all these ASEAN countries, especially Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, all these countries also went for what? Also went for economic reforms. And if you'll see India at a side, fine, and ASEAN economies from 1991 onwards. Fine. So from 1991 onwards, if you'll go for next 5 years, that's 1996, 1997. In this phase, India was growing with a GDP growth rate of 5 to 5.5%. Okay, that is the GDP growth rate of India. But in this phase, ASEAN economies, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, all these economies are growing with 7 to 8, even some of them they are clocking 9% GDP growth rate. Okay? And that is why these economies got the status of tiger economies. They are called as tiger economies. They are moving faster like a tiger. Fine. So this growth rate, high growth rate, they are in the low income group. They are in the low income group. Now just understand what the term I have is low income group, and you have seen this term low income, middle income, higher income group of countries. So what is it? How it does it is defined? Just briefly understand this thing, then we will move forward. So it is World Bank. Fine. It is World Bank who put the countries under the category of what? Low income, middle income, upper middle income, and high income. Fine. So how World Bank will do that? Countries' GDP. Fine. So India's GDP is translated in what? Rupee. So first they will translate India's GDP from rupee to what? Dollar divided by population. So they will get what? They will get per capita income. So first of all, they will calculate the per capita income of each country. Those countries who are having income, per capita income is what? Per capita income is less than $1,300. They are having less than what? $1,300. They will come out what? Low income country. Low income country. Fine. Those countries who are in 1,300, fine, 1,300 to $4,000. $1,300 to $4,000, they will come under what? They will come under low middle income country. Low middle income country. Those countries who are in $4,000 to $13,000, fine, they are under upper middle income country. Upper middle income country. Fine. And those who are having more than $13,000 per capita income, they are high income country. Fine, high income country. And this calculation is revised by World Bank every year. So World Bank do the revision every year to check the country comes under which category. So if you'll see, India lies here. LMIC, lower middle income country. Why? At present, India's per capita income is how much? At present, India's per capita income is $2,500 approximate $2,500. So India come under this category. Fine. Now let's come back to here. So I said that India went for economic reforms. ASEAN economies also went for the economic reforms. India's GDP growth rate was growing with what? 5.5%, whereas ASEAN economies to 8%, even 9%. So because they are growing very fast, so there was a good possibility that they will start here, they will move here, and from here they will move here, because they are growing very fast. Fine. So this was expected that these countries who are basically in what? This group, they reach to this group, and from here they also reach what? Here. So by the 2000, when the 1998, 1999, and then 1999, 2000, when World Bank have calculated, so these countries have moved from where? They have moved from lower middle income group. They are at where? They are in the middle income group. Okay, by the year 2000. But when they further started calculating, fine, what they found that? They found that despite all these things, they are not able to move from 7,000, 8,000 US dollar per capita income despite their many efforts. Means for last 5-7 years, they are still stuck in what? That middle income. And in 2006, World Bank has published a report. World Bank has published a report, and the report title was East Asian Renaissance. The East Asian Renaissance Path to Economic Growth. And in this report, they have used this term specifically, middle income trap. Middle income trap, the term is used by the World Bank. Why they have used? They have reviewed the East Asian economies, especially what? Tiger economies, fine, tiger economies, and they found that despite many efforts, these economies are not able to move up in the ladder from upper middle income group, to what? Higher income group. And that is why they called them, the World Bank report called them, they are in the middle income trap. Now, the term which is used in the World Bank report in 2006, middle income trap, that was a kind of a treat for those people who are doing the economic research. And then on the basis of this concept, they started analyzing many countries. Like for example, South Africa, Brazil, fine. So South Africa, Brazil, Malaysia, though Malaysia is already part of what? Tiger economies, fine. So they started studying. And when a country is still in this group, they make an economic efforts, they have did the reforms, they have accelerated their economy, they was either here or here. They started focusing on their economy and they have started increasing their GDP growth rate and per capita income. So from here, they move to here. But they are not able to move here. And the further research have found that as many as 70 countries, they reach to this status from low income group to middle income group. But out of these 70 countries, only 13 countries are there who are able to move where? Higher income. So this is kind of a validation that there is a issue when an economy reach to middle income group. It is going to be very difficult for them to move from middle income to what? Higher income. And that is why the term is called as what? Trap. Why trap? You are in the lower income group, you did the economic reforms, you have did many things, so you have moved up in the ladder. But what is your dream? What is a dream for the policymakers of a country? To reach where? Higher income group. But despite many of their efforts, they are not able to translate into what? They are not able to translate the growth from middle income to what? Higher income group. Fine. Middle income group to what? Higher income group. And that is why it is called was middle income trap. Fine. So I have mentioned about the statement of the Mr. Jairam Ramesh. He said that India is in the middle income trap. His statement was based on that for last few years, India is not able to further improve their income, GDP and per capita income. So if you see this statement, India is not able to move out of the particular section from $2,000 to $2,500 for some time. So one instance, this statement looked like, yes, India is in the middle income trap. Okay, it looked like. But if we will go by strict economic studies and research, so we can say that India is not in the middle income trap. Why? Because India is still away from what? Away from upper middle income group. India have even not reached to what? Upper middle income group, which needs to be what? Per capita income of $4,000 to $13,000. Fine. India is not in that league. So India need to move more effort. India need to make more effort from moving from what? Low income group to what? Low income group to upper middle income group. So once India is going to be in there and then India is not able to move forward, then we can say that India is also a part of what? Middle income trap. Fine. And now the term and the statement. The term middle income trap and the statement of former head of Niti Ayog, Mr. Arvind Pangaria. So Mr. Arvind Pangaria is saying that ki minimum $8,000 per capita income is required for India to achieve the goal of developed India, Vikasit Bharat by 2047. So he want to say that ki India must be what? In the upper middle income group. Fine, upper middle income group. Okay, upper middle income group, India should be there, and upper middle income is of what? $8,000 to how much? $13,000. So once India will reach in this, he believes that ki India can become a developed country. But generally developed country have what? Generally developed country have higher income. Like they are high income country. So generally in the developed countries, the income is how much? $13,000 or above. But even a country do not have very high per capita income, but they are able to provide all basic needs to their citizens without any problem and extraordinary effort. You have higher education level, not literacy, higher education level means all of your country's kids, they are able to access the middle income and higher income. They are having their proper living standard. So in that case, despite not having very high per capita income, still you can be what? Developed. Fine, country status. Okay, so in this context, reaching to $8,000 and above will pave the way for India to become a what? Developed country. And if India is not able to move beyond that, $8,000, if India is not able to move beyond that and it will be remain stuck at where? $8,000 to $10,000, then we can say that ki India is an example of what? Middle income trap. Understood? I hope you have understood this concept. Fine. I will also attach a PDF, what I have explained. Fine. What I have explained, I will attach in PDF. So this PDF will help you to find out what India need to do in order to reach middle income. Number one, what India need to do to reach in what? Middle income, and what India need to do to be not part of middle income trap. So both I will mention, and I will also mention all the things which I have explained here. I will provide in the PDF which you can download from the link in the video. Okay, thank you.